Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where I'm working with you step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets and you can download those in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. You'll find a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also access information about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time on exam day. So if you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. And so now we're going to continue with the next questions of this grade 4 sample paper Y. This is provided by ABRSM for free. You can download it from their website and the link to that is in the description below. And this is now showing you the newly revised exam paper and how the presentation of this paper has changed in a couple of ways. And so let's turn to page 3 and then we'll start on question 2. So I'm hoping that you've had a little go of this yourself first. Doesn't matter if you've gone wrong, you can just rub it out and have another go. You'll learn through those mistakes. So we need to write after each of these notes. So there's a bit of a clue. We always write in higher, you always count up from the given note, and it's a melodic interval, which is why they've told us to write it after. A melodic interval, if you remember, comes one after the other, like in a melody, whereas a harmonic interval comes one on top of the other, like a harmony or a chord. So just make sure that you're writing one note after the other. So we need to write a minor 6. So the first job is just to get the note head in the right place, counting 6, and that's half of your marks straight away. So don't forget to count the given note as 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the space, 6 is the line. So now we need to think about what we're actually writing here. So this is a note A, we're in the bass clef, and this is a note F sharp. Don't forget that the key signature is active here on this F, making it an F sharp. And so at the moment we're always starting counting our lowest note as our tonic, regardless of what the key signature is. We always count this lowest note as our key note. So if we're thinking in A major would have F sharps in it, and A minor would not have the F sharp, it would be the F natural. And also if you think F sharp, a minor interval is smaller, so we've come down from the F sharp to the F natural. So we need to cancel that sharp sign and just have it as plain old F. There we go. So now we're on to the next one. So let's just get the blob in the right place first of all. So third, 1, 2, 3, that's half marks straight away. So long as you remember your given note is number 1. We've got a key signature of B flats and E flat, so this is a B flat to a D. So we've got to think in B flat major, would B flat major have a D natural, or would it need to be changed? And B flat major has a key signature of B flats and E flats, and that D is exactly part of it and doesn't need changing. So that's already sorted now. So then let's move at this next one. So first of all, let's get this blob in the right place. We're counting 4. So from the given note, 1, 2, 3 is the space, 4 is the line. And now we need to just kind of switch your brains on a little bit and just figure out this last part of the question. We're in F here because this is a treble clef. So F major and F minor, the perfect fourth would be a B flat. However, we want it to be augmented, and so to augment that we need to make it bigger. B flat becomes B natural. So we need to leave it as it is and just let that be a B natural for it to be augmented. Let's carry on. So a third, first of all, let's just get the note head, 1, 2, 3. So job done, half marks. And then now we need to make it minor, or see if it already is minor. So this is a C, and then we've got a key signature of F sharps and C sharps. So C to E natural would be a major third. If we just look at that, C to E natural would be a major third, but because the C is raised, we've made the interval smaller because the lower note is raised. You can see we've made that interval smaller, so we've gone from major to minor. And we also know that C sharp minor, that E is part of that. So the fact that the C sharp is active does the job for us, and that's now a minor third. So let's move on. So a minor seventh, so we've got to go out 7 first of all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Takes us from B flat, because the key signature is affecting this lower B, one step below middle C, to A. So B flat major would have an A natural in it, because B flat major's got B flats and E flats. A would always be natural, and so that would be a major interval. And so to make it a semitone smaller, we need to add a flat, and now we've made that a minor seventh, and that would be part of the minor scale key signature. So that's now correct. So it's not so bad if you just take it a step at a time and just think about things in stages. Let's move on to the next question. So we've been given a series of notes forming a scale pattern, and we need to add the correct accidentals to make a chromatic scale, beginning on E flat, and we should end all the way down to E flat again. Now this is where I suggest, even though if you don't play piano, just glancing at a piano keyboard will really help, because you can see the steps that you are going to be recreating. So we've got E flat to D, that's okay. So we now need D flat. You see, if they're given us a note C here, we'd have to call it C sharp, but because we've been given a note D, we call that D flat, so we flatten that one. So then we need a C, and now here we could call it a B, but because they've given us a C note head, we've got to call it a C flat. So C flat is here. So the next note we need is this one, and so that would be a B flat. So now we need an A, that's correct. Now we need this one here. We could call it G sharp, but because they've given us a note A head, we've got to call it A flat. Down again takes us to G. They've given us a note G head again, so we call that G flat. Then we want an F, and now we want this one. We could call it E, but they've given us a note head for F again, so we've got to call it F flat. And then from F flat to here takes us to E flat, and we're home again, so that's correct. So if you just visualise that on a piano keyboard, it makes it so much easier than just trying to hold those intervals and those steps in your head. Let's move on. So then we need to write the key signature for C sharp minor, and then we need to write 1 octave of the ascending harmonic minor scale. We're using semi-brief, so we're not worrying about note heads. We're beginning on C sharp, and we just need to remember any accidentals. And so this is another example of where, if you've written your key signatures out before you even start your exam paper, all your thinking's done for this. If you're not sure about how to do that, if you just have a look at my video tutorial on the circle of fifths, you'll find the link to that in the description below and also in the cards. And so you'll have done all your thinking for that. So C sharp minor is related to E major, and we've got a key signature of 4 sharps. So let's just go on and pop that in. So 4 sharps, F, C, G, D. And so now let's get the blobs in place. So we're writing from middle C, line, space, line, space, line, space, line, space, FAC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go, we know we're correct. And so the last thing to do is to make sure that this is the harmonic minor form, and both ascending and descending we need to raise the 7th. So because we're ascending, we count from the bottom rather than going backwards. If we were descending, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need a B sharp, and that's soon done. So that's that question completed, and we'll look at the next question in the next video. I do hope that's been helpful to you. I hope that it's helping you with your studies. I hope that you're enjoying it. I certainly am. If you can give me a like, that would be really fab. Please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. Please do visit sharonbill.com and make use of all of the resource and information that's available to help you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.